Previously on Nana's Apartment.
And I think my main issue is that this whole experience demonstrates how TKO really doesn't understand the core principles of professional wrestling, i.e. that you take care of the people you're working with. I don't see Truth's age or, his role within the company. I see what he's given and what he is owed by us, the fans, and the company that he works for. And when you're cutting him, reducing him to dollars and cents, you're really insulting what the fans request from him and what we want to give him. Respectfully, I have to say to TKO, you don't belong in the wrestling business.
Last week, R-Truth quit the band. Now we're back together. Misunderstanding, didn't understand. It doesn't matter. Now we're back together again. La 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 la. Jumping into WWE 2K25 for the first time after coming off the heels of Money in the Bank 2025 and the whirlwind that's been Truth's journey within this past week. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to admit this whole video is a response to the fact that I posted a short on my TikTok and on my YouTube channel basically expressing my frustration about the R-Truth situation, and lo and behold, it got answered later that night in the form of R-Truth returning at Money in the Bank to screw John Cena and Logan Paul out of their match against World Champion Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. So naturally, this morning I was like, all right, I got to film a video in response because I'm going to eat my words a little bit. I was so frustrated that he got released, but now he's back, and I figured we film a match in WWE 2K25 and talk all about my feelings over the past 24 hours.
The following contest is a ladder match, and it's for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Oh, this is my favorite part. He's gonna sing.
Y'all know what time it is. This the part where we crank it up. Let's crank it up. Now here we go. People over there, what's up? You feel me? Stand up and say what's up. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? You can get with this.
Yeah, I woke up this morning and I said immediately I gotta record some footage. I gotta get my feelings out about this whole situation. I've recorded an entire other video that I'm editing all about the subject of what fans want to give to the people that we appreciate within this business, what we want to give back to the people that we've paid money to see and paid money to support, what we want to see them achieve. And this whole situation tripped and fumbled right into my wheelhouse, as it were. And then so I decided I definitely want to do something today. So let's display my new HD setup, my HD capture now on Nana's apartment, my new mic that I have. Everything went sour a couple weeks ago recording, and I had to face facts. Let's just jump into the new world of HD and make everything on the channel look a little better while talking about Ron Killings now, and his adventure this year of our Lord 2025 and everything that's going on with him. It's going to be amazing, I think, if WWE and TKO put their foot on that pedal to the floor and go as far as they can with this, because I think there's a tremendous opportunity to put a rocket strap on R-Truth right now and to really make something out of this.
Here comes a living legend. And Cena's looking to make even more history in his farewell tour.
And introducing the champion from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the undisputed WWE Champion, John Cena.
It's also interesting because I recently uploaded a short. We'll put some links in the description talking about what I feel about John Cena's recent heel run. Everything he's doing right now. Again, I feel like if he's going to have black arena, black lights, and everything like that, I feel like his merch and what he's wearing should reflect that in a nutshell.
Yeah, but love him or hate him, you cannot deny the impact that Cena has had on this business.
And unless you're burying your head in the sand, you also can't deny that Cena belongs on the sports entertainment Mount Rushmore.
Did the old "if you love him or hate him, he gets a reaction out of everybody" shtick, which, truth be told, I always thought was a crock of shit. As here we make the match for the WWE Undisputed Championship, which I made Cena the champ because I wanted to see him come out with it, not realizing that I made it a ladder match, so it's going to be hanging above the ring. But I digress. The optics we're here for anyway. Did take the entire morning to install this game. Bought it specifically so I could praise WWE for making the proper decision and getting R-Truth back. Now, I'm going to say right on the record here, this video is basically to show that... I'm getting distracted here.
Two Titans trading strikes and refusing to back down.
Neither competitor is backing down.
Oh no. On the ladder. I can't see him. That's right. Couldn't see my way out of that. Wasn't chain wrestling, but one of the new features of WWE 2K20, or one of the new features, new for me. I didn't play WWE 2K24, obviously on this channel, but I figured once more I pay the money. Since it's the same price digitally for 2K24, I figured I might as well get 2K25 as we're talking about R-Truth, a.k.a. Ron Killings and John Cena and the events of Money in the Bank 2025 today. Figured I'd make it a ladder match given the venue. Gonna admit I have not played a ladder match in one of the 2K games in quite a long time, so we're going to take a minute to understand the navigation here because I don't understand a bit of it. I can see crystal clear in this new HD capture card. But also, I can understand what the heck we're supposed to do with the ladder match. RB to climb. That is RB. That looks like RB. The screen I'm recording on is still small.
Better hope you recover fast.
That was such a wimpy attack. But yes, this entire match, this entire video is because I will admit I'm going to be a man of my word. I'll eat crow when crow is presented in a fair fashion for me to eat. I posted a video about R-Truth and voicing my displeasure with WWE and TKO and the events of his release. Go figure, just a little while afterwards, who appeared at the finale of Money in the Bank? Well, hey, it was our friend R-Truth, making me feel like a right fool. I want to get out of the ring and talk a minute, but I made this a ladder match. I'm going to have to pay attention to Mr. John Cena. As Santino would put it. Oh! Sending me snake eyes style into the corner. But yeah, I'll give credit where credit's due. I want to say first and foremost, if this was indeed a work, from the get-go, this was an intentional work. He was never actually released. It was never in doubt he was going to continue. If this was a work the entire time, pulling one of the greatest works of modern history on every single fan that was frustrated in the last week or so, I'll tip my hat. That is incredible. That is nothing shy of incredible.
He gets sent straight down to the
As we
floor.
sent an incredible Irish whip to force John Cena to the outside. But yeah, if it was a complete work, it was all intentional, however you want to phrase it. If it was all hogwash, I will give credit. That was the first time since watching WrestleMania 19 for the first time that knowing this the whole business and what it is, that I was hook, line, and sinker. You got me. You got me. I will give you that. On the flip side, if this was a course correction, I can't, and I don't find myself, I'm not finding myself frustrated at it. I can't fault somebody or a group that I literally, again, hours before, I vocally, opposed because of this situation. I can't fault them for then giving me exactly what I asked for.
R-Truth is maintaining the advantage now.
R-Truth with impressive offense here.
I think the ladder's in the way. I was confused why his signature didn't go off. It's bloody physics. I was practicing this earlier, and I will say the one thing that gets me with these 2K games is decades of games where the triggers and the shoulder buttons are reversals have conditioned me to want to use that as reversals and not Y, which is more the modern equivalent on the Xbox One with which I am capturing this gameplay with. But yeah, if this is a course correction, I've seen reports with 72 hours was the decision made within, it's a recent decision made midway through the week. If that's the truth as well, the truth, puns all around in this episode. If that's, the sitch, In regards to what I did say, I stand by that this is all about the dynamic relationship with the fans. You can't run a wrestling company and not appreciate and not take into consideration daily, constantly, every single moment, the feelings of the fans that are consuming your product, because as I see it, your fans are your potential future employees, and if you're not keeping them happy, why would they ever support you in the future as someone who wants to work for you? You know, that's kind of how I look at it. A lot of people are comparing it to Daniel Bryan. Even before I made my initial video, I kind of had that inkling in the back of my mind. I was like, could this be a Mark Henry? And I'm not going to claim that, oh, I knew it was. That's bullshit. If you had me, you had me. I'm going to admit it. But, as John Cena had me, but I had an instant recovery ready for him. Get back down there, John. We're not done talking about this yet. We're not done. I hate that you have to wait until he's at the top of the ladder to strike him. That's weird, but I guess conversely, I wouldn't want someone just immediately attacking me and constantly turning these things into chaos, which they tend to delve into. Watch my older gameplay, a la my GameCube Winnie the Pooh gameplay. If you want to know what I'm talking about, maybe editing Paul, give us a segue here to show the people what I'm mentioning.
And an elbow
As John Cena's in a world of hurt. He's like, Paul, stop talking, just win the match. You're sending me to oblivion here as far as the wear and tear on my body is concerned. But he's not sure enough to not taunt. Yeah, then you run into the ladder too, you idiot. Yeah, it's one of the only flaws there. Woohoo! Oh. No, and hey! Oh, that's awesome. I'll take that. Oh, what was I talking about? I keep getting distracted by the wonder of the graphics here. This is an amazing game. I'll give it credit. This is kind of a first in the 2K25 series. I guess I'll eventually have on my channel now that I've purchased this title. But if this is a course correction, they listened to me. They listened to us, the fans. They understood they made a boo-boo, and what we got is what we got. And I'm going to be forever appreciative of that. You can say it's like Mark Henry. You can say it's like Daniel Bryan. I liken it to Jimmy King and Ready to Rumble. That's a little bit of a teaser for a video that's coming down the pipeline here in Nana's apartment. Ooh, that scissors kick delivered to John Cena. But before we climb up that ladder of success and get that title from John Cena, I want to whip him outside just so I can continue the conversation a little bit. Let's send Truth to Turnbuckle. Go outside this way, but I want to say, no! Oh, crown him a la Jimmy King. Glitch. Oh, crown him a la Jimmy King, the former WCW champion in another universe, with Mr. I can't remember his full name, but AKA The Law.
Hey, 30 bucks, AKA The Law.
Is that David Arquette's character, but I'm getting distracted. I want to get back on my R-Truth story here. So I was introduced to R-Truth as K-Quick back in the day, back when he debuted alongside Road Dogg and the interesting tag team that they were and ended up becoming in the history of professional wrestling. I want to take this opportunity, though, when I was writing down my notes, basically why this match is continuing, to vocalize something that young child me has been wanting to get off my chest for decades. Literal decades. And that's on WWF The Music Volume 5.
WWF The Music Volume 5. 14 brand new tracks, including some of your favorite WWF superstars' entrance theme songs.
I knew Kate Quick's track was going to be on there, but while I desired, me, the fan, Paul, here at Nana's apartment, while I desired personally the duet song that Road Dogg and Kate Quick came out with together during his debut, we actually, in exchange, got the singles track that R-Truth, aka Kate Quick, was coming out to Ron Killings at the time, which, no slight to anything that he's ever produced in the music studio, but I preferred vastly the tag team track that I hoped we'd get on that amazing CD, but alas, that was not to be. But I'll take the opportunity here while I'm making a video about this young man, this young 50-year-old whippersnapper, Ron Killings, and I'll voice my opinion on that because it's my channel and that's what it's here for, and to voice opinions that I've had since when the hell did that album come out, Editing Paul? But it's been stewing in my mind ever since. I do also want to take time to appreciate what WWE has given Ron Killings over the years. Everything that R-Truth and The Miz have come up with. Ooh, we're just decimating John Cena here. I'm sorry, buddy. Everything that they've come up with the last couple years, especially with the tag team titles, you know, it's not like he's lacked gold in the company. Obviously, it's 24/7 tomfoolery. I'm trying to pick up the ladder. How do you not? Oh, is it? Am I being stupid? Yes, it's just the shoulder. Okay. And down it goes. Oh no, and I'm gonna eat it. Nope. Taking it to John Cena. I'd give you an SDF, Betty. But yeah, I'm definitely, you know, I'm thankful that, you know, he's gotten what he's got within the company. But as a person who, and we'll put it here, I guess, this is one of those situations where this whole video is you know, it's coming from a place where I loved TNA when it was first getting started. I have so much I want to say on this channel eventually about TNA, and just when the time is right, I bought, you know, TNA Impact, the video game, so I can, you know, put all those thoughts there. But essentially, I remember Truth winning the title, and I remember thinking with his athleticism, what he can bring to a company, what he is as an athlete, what he is as a performer, you know, yes, God damn it, he deserves it. And as a fan, my voice broke, but it's okay because I love this gentleman. As a fan, I have a replica of the NWA Championship, which is essentially a replica of what they used in TNA. I have my own display for it with many autographs that I have from that period of TNA's history. And it is the truth. Keep hitting that pun, nailing it to the ground. It is the truth that I want to get a couple figures both for that and my WCW NWA Championship, the Big Crumrine. I want to get some figures for both of those displays. And for my TNA display, well, my NWA Championship, it has always been the plan that I'm going to have a Ron the Truth Killings figure from TNA. We'll have Editing Paul show which one I want. And I'm going to have a Christian Cage figure with the NWA Championship, because I want to display in my home the people that I respect the most and that radiate that time in wrestling for me. It's a shame, by and large, that R-Truth isn't constantly referred to as a former world champion, because that's what he is. That's what he is. He's a former world champion, and he deserves to be recognized as such. And that's always been something that's pissed me off. And I'm going to say this right here. Is John Cena ducking me because he's getting pissed off that, again, this video is just going way too long, but I wanted to make this for a reason, so we're going to get this all out here. One of my favorite wrestling promos ever. One of the highest rated segments I've ever seen, if you ask me. If you want me to rate the things I've seen as a professional wrestling fan. There was a segment with Ron the Truth Killings and Ricky Steamboat. And I've never been able to find it. I'm going to put it in this video because I'm going to hunt like a bastard for it if I can find it. I want to say it was early TNA. And it was about glass ceilings, brass rings.
You became the Intercontinental Champion. Why didn't you get an opportunity to become the WWF Champion? Go for the big gold. Why? The Intercontinental belt was always for second-class citizens. 15 years later, they pulling the same shiznit on me.
As uncomfortable as some people might find such a segment, I think it is necessary to acknowledge that certain people and performers feel this way because of the way they've been treated throughout their careers, and it's not hard to understand who they're talking about without even saying names. And I think that says a lot about our business and what's needed to change in my lifetime. And thankfully, what I've been able to see change is for the better. And it has made the product better, but it's still unfortunate that sometimes it has taken as long as it has to make the steps that we've seen within that span of time. I was trying to set it up. It just dropped it. Alrighty, how do I... So I'm trying to set it up. There we go. It's like A's attack with it, but also set up. It's this dual functioning buttons I can never understand. Is that even? Am I even close?
John has to find an opening and respond.
Okay. I don't know how long to hold the buttons. I'm just getting distracted. Oh, and finally an AA for R-Truth. And is that going to be it? No way. Is John Cena going to retain? That can't be. It can't work like that. No. No. Oh. Oh, well, he's too far away. He's going to jump anyway. Yes. I don't know what he's going for. It didn't pay off. Oh, John, what were you thinking, buddy? What if I just tap it? Do you move it? Okay. Okay. John, go away. I want this to be over. I've punished you long enough. I guess as I'm trying to figure out how to win this, the last thing I'll end on is I did watch the Capital Punishment match this morning just so I could have a little bit more fuel to talk about while I'm recording this. And there's something to be said. My mind is saying, like, ball don't lie. It's that type of philosophy that, like, if you have the truth on your side, that pun is just going to die a death in this video. If you have the truth on your side, I would say it's a testament to the athlete and, again, what truth brings, that in that matchup, he was bringing so much energy and such wind. It was such a testament to the difference between training for bulk and training for cardio. And yeah, I want to say he was running circles around John, but he was moving circles around John. And it was one of those situations where commentary kind of had to mention it. The fact that just John, he wasn't blown up, but he wasn't having a great night either.
When's the last time, Lala, you haven't had the opportunity to see Cena really get into the match? He hasn't been into it since the beginning. And again, R-Truth.
The fact that almost effortlessly Ron Killings put on such a display against Cena in that night, clearly one with more energy, clearly the one helping this other person, to the point where, again, commentary kind of was talking about it.
As I watched this unfold, I don't know if John Cena has taken R-Truth as serious as he should have.
But it's a shame that we got that match, and the finish was so bluntly fucking lame. How does that match end? Everything that this former NWE champion has accomplished and will give the company, how does that match end? Fucking water to the face. Cena AA done. It's just bullshit. Just dumb. Just lame, insulting, like lazy writing bullshit finish. How do you climb the fucking thing? Oh, it's RB Paul. I looked at the thing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Is that it? Okay, well, that's it. I'm so confused. I have no idea what any of these minigames in WWE 2K25, what any of them, what they're about. But regardless, R-Truth and Nana's apartment getting that championship, that recognition that we know he has earned across his career here in WWE, across a lifetime of accomplishments in professional wrestling, period. I was glad to have been proven wrong by WWE at the end of the day. I'm going to eat crow when I'm wrong. You know, if this was a whole work, hey, it was a work. You got me. Hook, line, and sinker. You know, fish hook in my mouth. But if this was a course correction, yeah, at the end of the day, you know, great job. You know, I'm glad they're listening to the fans. That's all I'm asking for. That's all we're asking for. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for stopping by for this quick visit in WWE 2K25. We thank you for stopping by to hear me speak on it. And as always, we'll see you next time.